Nolan, good to see you. Big Social Security news. The COLA is up 2.5% for 2025, but Medicare Part B will jump 5.9%. This cost of living adjustment reflects a steady decline in inflation. This 2.5% increase means that most retirees will see an extra $50 in their payment up to $1,976. That starts in January. But I want to know, does the COLA affect when we should claim our benefits?
Thanks, Erin. And as far as when we should claim our benefits, generally the cost of living shouldn't, the adjustment shouldn't affect when you claim your Social Security. I mean, the strategy that you pick really just should be age-based. So the older you get, the bigger your benefit is. If you don't necessarily need an additional income stream right away at the age of 62 or 63, you may be postponing Social Security anyway. So just because there's a huge Social Security adjustment, cost of living adjustment, doesn't mean that you need to claim right away. You get that adjustment whether you claim that year or years afterward.
Right. That's an important reminder. Thank you. Meanwhile, the 2025 Medicare Part B premium will now be $185 a month. That's up from $174.70. This premium usually comes straight out of your Social Security check. So how do we prepare for those changes?
With this change, because it is an increase for the Part B premium of around $11 per month, but your cost of living adjustment should be a little bit more than that. Really, what you want to just make sure that you're doing is budgeting for additional expenses associated with your slightly larger net income. Most retirees next year should be getting a little bit more. Cost of living adjustment on Social Security should be dollar for dollar a little bit more than the Part B increase. So just make sure that your budget is in tune with that, plan for the anticipated taxes, and maybe we can talk about that a little bit too.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up taxes because a lot of people were wondering how this COLA will affect the taxes we pay on our benefit.
Sure thing. If you do have taxable Social Security, we'll bring up a helpful chart here that shows you what your modified adjusted gross income or provisional income or combined income. It's a combination of different types of income. But basically, as your total income goes up, your potential taxable Social Security may go up too. So if you're getting a few $100s per year or $500, $600, $700 per year between the two of you extra in income from Social Security, you just may need to plan for a little bit more in taxes. So we can always go over that and do a calculation to help you with that too.
Now, listen to this stat. 75% of people 50 plus worry that Social Security will run out in their lifetime. And 61% say it is a major source of their retirement income. How do we prepare for the inevitable changes that will have to be made to keep that program solvent?
Yeah, and this is maybe when we get into a little bit more of what could happen instead of what we might know is going to happen.
Yeah.
There are going to have to be some changes to the Social Security program, and we've seen some of them made before, where maybe they make some tweaks to the full retirement age or change when you can claim your benefits. It used to be 65 and now it's 67 as far as full retirement age. So they could continue kicking that can down the road, make your full retirement age a little bit later, limit early draws. Like if your full retirement age goes to age 70, they may not want you to be able to claim as early as age 62. So some modifications that way. Or we always talk about taxes. There could be a tax increase on some of the Social Security as well. So we talked about the modified adjusted gross income. They could tweak those numbers or just change the net taxes that you owe on your benefit.
And I know you work with people to create alternate streams of income so that they're not entirely reliant on Social Security as well.
Right. And that's where your portfolio maybe comes into play, making sure that you have an adequate balance of, maybe dividend paying stocks and interest bearing bonds, maybe an income producing annuity is appropriate in some cases. So your personal savings will end up filling up some of those gaps. And based on what stage of life you're in, that gap needs to be filled a variety of different ways.
Yeah. I'm glad we got to talk this through, Nolan. Again, I think a lot of people have been wondering how it would affect them. So if somebody wants to talk through any of these strategies that you've mentioned, what's the best way to reach you?
So they can call us at 616-301-2581 or go to our website at cornerstone-rp.com. And there's a contact us box at the bottom, and you can just ask any question that you have there too.
Great. Nolan, thank you.
Thanks, Erin.